300, when's the last time you saw this goddamn movie? I gotta say, I think it's one of the most underrated movies ever. I've revisited it. I've seen it multiple times. I haven't seen it for a few years in its totality. I've seen it, scenes on YouTube. I've been watching so many scenes on YouTube for years now. I just go back and I just rewatch shit. Rewatch some of those great slow-mo fights. Zack Snyder has a visual style that some people don't like. I think Zack Snyder, when he's given a good script, when he understands what a good script is, he can make a great movie. And I think 300 is that great movie that people don't care for because they look at his other movies. You know, they're looking at his, what the hell is that Star Wars-ish movie that just came out? Rebel Moon or whatever? But I'm like, you put the right script in this guy's hands and he could do great things. Like, Watchmen and 300 are two phenomenal movies to me. Phenomenal movies. Then he has some movies like Sucker Punch that people like, but it's really just, I think it's absolute trash. It's absolute ass of a nonsense movie. His Rebel Moon movies I haven't watched because I heard they're really bad. I've seen clips from it. And I think his zombie movies, the first one, Land of the Dead's okay. And the other zombie movie he made was okay. So, yeah, but anyways, 300. So, pros and cons. Cons, nothing. I love this movie. Pros, I think his visual style works phenomenally for this movie. I love, and I rarely love narration. I think the narration is great. It's so interesting. Whoever did the narration with that cool ass, this ancient voice, love it. Every single scene is like a painting. Even from like Leonidas climbing up the mountain to go talk to the old ghouls with that naked teen girl who's on drugs. I'm like, oh my god, every single scene is beautiful. It's beautiful. That cinematography should have won an award. I understand if it doesn't because I'm sure a lot of it's CGI. Because you can't really tell what is real and isn't real. I think that's a flaw of his type of styles. I'm like, I don't know what is and isn't real. Which is both good and bad for the CGI, but at the same time, like, if I'm trying to nominate you for cinematography, I don't know what the hell I'm looking at. But, I mean, this movie has great acting. Like, the acting's great. People underestimate it. I'm like, Leonidas is killing it. Was it Russell Crowe? Is it Russell Crowe? It's not Russell Crowe. It's Gerard Butler. God, he kills it. Kills it. The Xerxes, whoever that guy is, he's like Rodrigo Santo or something like that. That dude is so interesting and weird. His wife is good. I think the scenes with his wife are probably the most dull, but they're short, sweet, to the point. So when you get past them, the setup for this movie is very fun. Him kicking a guy into the hole is iconic. That's an iconic scene. The action scenes are like nothing you've ever seen. There's some of the best action scenes of any sword and sandal film of all time. They're probably the best action scenes of all time in that genre. I think it is one of the best sounding movies. It's technically brilliant. Those capes are great. As a man, you just want to flex with this movie. I watch the movie, I'm like, God damn, I'm going to hit the gym. And if you're a woman, this is porn. This is straight up porn. It is truly just a great, like, inspiring. Like, if I was in the military, I would watch 300 before I go to battle. You look at what these 300 men did, and they're lining up the phalanx, the wall, the push, this army off them. They're fighting at, the hot gates, and they're like, we're going to bottleneck these motherfuckers and kill them all. It's wonderful stuff, and every scene is iconic. Every, wave of villain is unique. The Chinese with their magic, which is fireworks, or the Immortals will put their name to the test. They're cool. The big ogre that looks like Kane from WWE is great. The elephants, they call them monsters, and they push them off a cliff. It's a brutal, interesting, unique film. I even think Rise of the Empire is a decent movie. I only seen that movie once. I remember it being decent. But I love this movie. And the ending is beautiful. It's beautiful. Leonardo, like the narration with his sword is heavy. His shield is heavy. What was it? Was it shield is heavy? Something? Don't fucking remember. The helmet blocked his vision, and his target's so far away, and he throws that spear, and it goes up with that great shot of it riding up the shadow of the steps, and it cuts Xerxes to prove that a god can bleed. Love that. And then just iconic, almost biblical shot of them all dead, and then that rousing speech at the end with the eye patch guy. The enemy outnumbers us a paltry 1 in 10, something like that. Good odds for any Greek. It's great, and it's inspiring. And it's just, like, the charge, the inspiration. I would love to know that history went this way. I know it didn't. But, yeah. Anyways, 5 stars for 300. Perfect movie to me. I advise you rewatch it. I think Zack Snyder, when he has a good script, is a great director. I really do. I just think that often I just think he's the type of director that has no idea what is and isn't a good script. So he lucks out and he doesn't luck out. I don't think he knows. But this movie is up there. It is a pure cinematic visual porn of a movie. And I love every goddamn second of it. And I've rewatched it and I'll continue to rewatch it. Just random scenes on my phone every now and then. And every now and then, like once a year, I need to put that movie on the big screen and watch it. And I'm just like, God damn, I wish it was played in theaters again. I can't wait. I hope that it comes to a big screen in theaters one day again. The second it does, I don't care what city it's in, I'm going there. I'm going there. So what do you think about 300? Like and subscribe and let me know. Comment down below.